Welcome. My name is Kylie Blumson and I'm here to tell you about my data gathering for the setup of an online bookstore which is able to sell hard copy books as well as the download of ebooks. My client is a business owner who currently manages a successful book company in the retail sector. He was previously a partner in the advertising industry and has now decided that he would like to take his business online and transfer his successful business model to a new platform. Who is the intended user group for the purchase of books online? Some research would suggest that there is a large number of librarians, students, those that own computers, and those without a library card. We have both male and female, ages probably between 18 and 60. Most are employed, perhaps introverts. They're time efficient and they come from a lot of industries, specifically some creative industries, educators. There are parents that want to buy hard books for their children, and there's computers who want to download ebooks because of the convenience. What are the user group characteristics of someone that is likely to download an ebook or purchase a hard copy book online? I think we can tell that book readers in general are very passionate people who love books. So I think this translates across to anyone who wants to purchase a book online, and there's certain personalities that do stand out. They could be introvert, they could be adventurous people. They obviously are IT savvy, they're educated, and they are passionate readers. So they do have perceived values though, where there is security and privacy issues. They want it to be convenient. The website needs to be quality, and there has to be some sort of a benefit. And that is in comparison to why they wouldn't go into a bookstore, because of the other benefits and the emotional attachment that people have with looking at books from a tactile perspective. What are the key activities of someone that is purchasing books online? So to start with, there could be a simple activity to analyse the process of the users visiting a store simply by locating a product and purchasing it. So knowing what they want, having a look at where that product is located, comparing it to other products if required, showing how to hold that store, that item, checking it out, and any financial transactions as a result of that. And then recognising that there's a receipt that gives them that confirmation information. There are also other key activities that are a little bit more complex. So you may get your user to go through a number of different categories or subcategories. In relation to books, there's obviously filters that you could utilize, searching options, sorting options. There may be options to look for certain particular authors or book titles or any associated information. Do you want your user to have a look at entering voucher codes or discounts? How do they sign up for a newsletter? How do they create their own account? They may also want to be able to access the help center, track their orders and contact details. And also there may be links to things like Facebook or Instagram. So what are my data gathering techniques? So for me to obtain this data, there's a number of techniques and benefits that I could use. My main priority at this stage is conducting an interview. So there's obviously benefits and negatives to doing all of these. So by doing an interview, you've got good rapport and you've got face-to-face, so that can increase the comfort zone for users. But also they may feel uncomfortable as well. There's the ability to do a survey, so the users can relax in their own time while they do that. But some of the questions might be confusing. There's also online data research, so the benefit is getting detailed information, but there's also a negative of, the time and identifying exactly what's important. And then finally, we can watch and learn a user from them completing a methodical process, which comes back to the previous information we were just talking about. So we need to talk about what key issues. You need to set the goals. You need to identify who these people are, the participants. What sort of relationships do they care about with their privacy and security around data? Triangulation, so getting this information from different sources. And, do we test a couple of people? So how will we do the data gathering technique in relation to an interview process? So to start with, you want to ensure that they're comfortable, that you've introduced yourself. They've given consent, obviously, to run through any questions that you might want to ask, and they must feel that they can stop at any time. So then you might ask some opening questions. So you need to define some broader themes. It might be like, why do you think people shop online? Then you want to break down those questions and make them more answerable. Don't ask questions that influence the answer. Ask about specific moments in the past. So last time you bought online, and prioritize open-ended questions. Tell me about the last thing you bought online. Before starting an interview with your user, you'd also want to make sure that you get into character and you think about your body image and making that other person feel comfortable. So you might give some warm-up questions as well, just to make them feel more at ease with you. And obviously during the interview, you don't want to be selling your product. You want to control your reactions, and the most important thing is to listen and paraphrase what your user is telling you.